Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here today. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome. This is the Craftea Cottage. My name is Tuesday. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the title of this video, somebody stole my bullet journal. It's sad. So, if you can tell, there's a little change that happened. Briefly, we moved. I think I mentioned that we were moving, but we moved. I have my own space where I can do videos and crafts and all of that. So we were moving, and we decided to put some boxes in my car. Because the next day I had to come to the house to let in the internet people so we could have internet hooked up. So we were like, just throw them in my car and I'll just take them to the house tomorrow and it'll be fine. Whatever. Not a big deal. So I get up the next morning, we have our coffee, we talk. The internet people call me and they're like, hey, we're running extremely ahead of schedule. We can be there in 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll be there in 30 minutes too. I'll see you there, whatever. So we, get ready, because he has to leave about the same time. My boyfriend, if you didn't catch who he was, if you're new here and you don't know who he is, I live with my boyfriend. We got ready and we were going to leave, so I just didn't really have time to shower because I take long showers. So I just threw on a hat and some sweats or whatever, and then I went out to my car and I went to unlock it and I looked in the window, because I do that before I get in my car. I looked in the window and there was a box in the driver's seat and I was like, we didn't put a box in the driver's seat. We put them all everywhere else, everywhere else was packed so that I could drive, take the boxes over there. So then I'm like, something's not right. There's a box here and it's open. I didn't do that. So then I say, hey babe, something's not right. And he's like, yeah, my car's a little trashed. So I open the door and my car is, trashed is an understatement. My car was awful. Every box that we put in the car was open. It was just thrown all over the car. It was horrific. It was awful. I cannot begin to describe it. It was so bad. So I freaked out, obviously. Who doesn't freak out when their car was broken into? Freaked out. At that point I didn't know if anything was missing. I just knew, hey, somebody broke into my car. So my boyfriend was like, well, call the police, file your police report. I have to go to work. I don't think anything's stolen out of my car because we didn't put anything in there. So I called the police department and they put me on hold for a second and they sent me over to reports basically. And so I talked to them, told them what had happened and what was going on. They asked me if anything was missing and I was like, I have no idea because I haven't had a chance to look. Then I had to call, I think I called the insurance company next, or I called the internet people to tell them I was running late, which they were 2 hours early anyway, so, but ended up calling the police department and the insurance company. I called my sister. I was bawling my eyes out because I had to unlock the car, obviously, because it was locked. We had locked the car. Opened one of the doors and saw one of my boyfriend's microphones like sitting in the floorboard. And I just lost my mind. I started bawling, and at that same time he had called me and he was like, hey, like, we put all this expensive equipment in the car, like, can you make sure it's all there? And I like was bawling my eyes out. I had a box in there with both of my laptops in them. His mics were in there, his old Mac Mini was in there, just like a bunch of stuff that we were like, oh no, what are we gonna do? So I think I waited until I got here to call insurance, and I called my sister and she met me at the house. The internet guy set up the internet, so we went through everything. Obviously the laptops were gone, the Mac Mini was gone. Surprisingly, all the microphones were there, so that is so good because he's got a lot and they're pretty expensive. Not saying that like laptops aren't expensive, but like mics are pretty expensive. So like we were going through everything. One of the first things, other than like those things, that I noticed was gone was my small, it's not small, it's like a normal size notebook, but it was a notebook that I put my church notes in, and I carry it around with my Bible so I can, like, when I'm reading and I like think, oh, I should write this down, I write it down in this notebook. That was gone. And I was like, maybe they'll find Jesus, I don't know. So that was gone. That was like the only like notebook thing that I was like, oh yeah, this is gone, whatever. So, you know, filed my claim, told them everything that was missing that I knew of at the time. Then we unpacked and we went from, the tiny 1-bedroom apartment that I'm sure you guys have seen in my past videos. If you haven't, go check out some of my videos. To a 3-bedroom house. So like a lot of space to put our stuff. So we like started in one room and worked our way across the house. So this room that I'm in now was one of the last ones that I unpacked for. So, I came in here and I unpacked and got everything the way, bird just scared me. I got everything the way that I wanted it for the time being before I could get I'm getting a crafting table, so other furniture that I want in here that I don't have yet. I got it all unpacked, and then I was doing something, I don't even remember what, but I think I was looking at one of my goals, something from that video that I literally just posted. I was thinking about it and or like my reading goals or something. One of the goals that I literally just posted in the last video that I posted, or last video, I think I have another one to post before I post this one. I don't know, I haven't decided. And I was thinking about it and I was like, I didn't unpack my bullet journal. All of the boxes are unpacked and I didn't unpack my bullet journal. Therefore, they must have taken the bullet journal. And I got so distraught and I was so upset. And I was like, I literally just fixed that to where I would be using it again and it's gone. It's just gone. And I was so upset and I texted my boyfriend. I was like, they took the bullet journal and I didn't even notice. What am I gonna do? So, that long introduction to say somebody stole my bullet journal, because we don't know who did it. My bullet journal's gone. The one that you knew is no more. I'm gonna have to find another one. I'm gonna go get a new journal, I guess, and reset it up, which I guess is nice since I just decided that I was gonna do something different, but also kind of sucks because I liked that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post future videos. I will see you guys next week with another video.